Alright, so today I wanted to show you a game that I just played on the map Arena. I had played against someone who chose the Spanish civilization, and they beat my butt, so I wanted to sort of try the same concept on someone else. So what had happened was, they dropped a castle right in front of my base at the beginning of Castle Age, and I was not prepared to deal with it. And before I knew it, they had broken into the walls and streamed conquistadors in, and I was dead. So I'm hoping to be able to do the same thing to my opponent here. My opponent is Seju. He also chose Spanish. So this is interesting. I chose Spanish because I saw how good they were. And I wanted to try the same strat, and then he chose Spanish as well. I don't see many people choosing Spanish on this map, so I'm kind of surprised to see a mirror matchup in Spanish. But anyways, we'll see what happens. So standard opening so far, I just slightly adapted to my standard build order to try to get enough stone for a castle somewhere in the time that I arrive at Castle. Going out to the second floor. Got my scout on auto scout, scouting the center of the map. So about our bases, 2 golds and a stone inside. They've done a really good job with Arena lately in terms of making it more balanced. So if I have an open area in the back with a gold in it, so does the other person. If they don't, neither of us do. And the deer, boar are all inside. In fact, I lured the deer, which is what I'm doing now here. It's really difficult to do, and while I'm doing that, he attacked. I noticed he attacked a piece of my wall, which you would think, why would he do that? He's not going to break through a wall with a scout. Well, when he does that, and that we can go to his view, what he's seen. So when he goes and attacks the wall, he can see a little bit further behind the wall. So, I think he's going to come do it again. Well, okay. Well, okay, that's not quite... Okay, there he goes. So, going right up to the wall allows him to see a little bit further. So he's actually testing to see if there's any exposed resources I have right near the walls that can be blocked off by a castle trap. That should have been an alert for me to know that he was definitely planning some sort of early aggression, because he was looking for that opportunity. I still haven't gone to stone yet, which is probably a problem. I'm on my way to Castle Age now. I'm sending 6 villagers to stone. That initial house was definitely in the way. Anyways, so let's see what he's doing. He's already got 6 on stone.
Servidora?
He's sending a couple of villagers out. They're just building some barracks so that he can eventually unlock all the other buildings. And then those are going to come my way. So he's already prepping for when he gets to Castle Age. In fact, he's got his scout patrolling out front. Unfortunately, it's just beyond my field of view, literally 1 tile beyond. If I saw that, I would probably have built a spearman and killed the scout, and then maybe been in good position to stop these villagers. So all those villagers that were on stone, plus the villagers that went out here and made a stable, they're all moving forward as soon as he hit Castle Age, and here comes the castle. And this also is just beyond my line of sight. So really good play on his part. I've already got 520 stone, so I'm trying really hard to go up and get a castle myself. Right now, my first play was build a monastery to get monks and go after the relics. That's not going to work out so well. I've revealed these now, but I don't know if I see them yet. Okay, so I sent this pikeman. That's what alerted me to this castle. I sent him off to guard the relics, and since he's out here, I might as well try to kill that scout. But unfortunately, the castle is up. He's already shooting down the wall. So, roughly 50 damage each time. So, pretty good there. It's going a lot faster than you would think. You would think it would take a long time to kill a stone wall with arrows, but it's going quick. And he's already got some conquistadors in the castle. You can see with the flags on it. I'm building a castle inside my base. Normally I would build this outside my base, but I know he's going to be coming in very soon. So, alright, so he's going to try to deny the castle. It's going to be tough to do with just 3 conquistadors. And got a monk that converted one of the conquistadors. So, got the castle up, garrisoned it right away to shoot down the incoming military. So, he lost, what, 1 or 2, maybe 3, I guess, because I got a conversion. Conquistadors. Now we both have a castle, both producing conquistadors right across from each other at the front of my base. So this isn't exactly how I wanted to do it, but this has ended up being basically a replay of what had happened in the prior game when someone chose Spanish and did this to me, but I wasn't able to reply to it. This time, because I was on stone, I was able to build a defensive castle. And be a little better prepared to defend. So I've also got some spearmen in here, building conquistadors, stable. I've got another monk that can eventually go out here and grab some relics, but right now I think he's just going to stay here and defend against any conquistadors coming in. One way to defend against conquistadors is with monks, because if you can convert them, and especially if you have several monks and convert several at once, all of a sudden that'll just split the army right away. So I built a siege workshop thinking we'll try to ram down this castle. He's just, although my castle is shooting at his castle is shooting at the buildings closest to him, which happen to be these houses. That's going to be a problem eventually because my pop limit is not very high right now. Okay, so he let his conquistadors out. They're coming in. How am I going to defend here? Going for 2 conversions. Can I get them? Oh, I got both of them. They were weak, though. Alright, so that attack is failing. Okay, well, he did get a villager. So he's going to go over this way. That's going to be a problem. But I should clean this up eventually. He's just going to take out a bunch of my wood villagers before I get a chance to. Okay, just 1 villager. Alright, that's fine. Meanwhile, I'm going to set up a second TC out here. What I figured was, since he was invested in the aggression on the front here, there probably wasn't much that he was doing eco-wise on the rest of the map. And look at this. There's 4 relics on this side of the map. 1 here, 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 and here. So that's actually a pretty easy grab on my part if we can get there. So, anyways, so this is actually my first additional TC, my second TC. Building that castle right away sets you back on the TCs, so your eco can suffer. And now you can see him killing these houses is actually having an effect. So my pop cap is down to 60 now, and I'll be hitting that soon as I keep building new villagers and new military units. I totally forgot to use these pikemen the last time he came in. Okay, so now you can see he's going to make another push. He's got knights coming in and battering rams. He's going to try to batter down this castle. Am I going to use these this time? Good. I got the pikes out. Conquistadors out to try to defend against the rams. He's going to come in and slay these villagers. Meanwhile, I have to keep these rams from battering my castle down. These pikes will eventually clear up these knights. My castle is doing good work on the conquistadors. Really need to kill those rams. So conquistadors use gunpowder as their firing mechanism, which is still not that great against rams. So it takes a while. Actually having this pikeman in there is what finally kills that ram. So that's what two pushes on his part so far that I've defended against. And there's that pop cap coming into play. So I'm trying to build more military, but I can't because I've reached that population limit. So I've got to start building more houses. Going after these relics. You can see I've already gotten one. Going after this one. I should have at least 4 since he's not going for them. These pikemen should probably come back to the front. And this one's gonna die. Or is it? So I am repairing my castle because I know that if he makes another push and it starts off weak, then I will probably lose it. As I'm building more houses, he just continues to shoot down my other ones, so I have to build them faster. Let's see how his eco's doing behind this. So he's opened up a second town center. Doesn't look like he has that many villagers. Let's see, I've got 59 villagers. He's got 67, so he does have a lot. I've lost a fair amount when the knights and the conquistadors came in, and I've had trouble getting up a second town center. But he's not as far ahead in eco as he should be, because he's been focused so much on these battles. So we're just waiting for the next attack to happen. I'm actually preparing so that I can be the aggressor if I need to be. Still making more conquistadors. I've got 10 going for a couple more. I've got 4 rams queued up, and several pikemen. This is setting up basically a defensive barrier around this new economic area. And also, where are these villagers going? Aha! So, I don't actually see these farms. I decided, now that we're distracted with this fight up here, I'm going to bring the fight back to his base. So, with the stone I've collected, I'm going to build a second castle, this time right next to his base. And let's see what he sees. Oh, he's going to try to build a second castle too. So he doesn't see this castle, and I do see his. He's going to try to make a push at the same time as the developing this building this castle. So you may actually get that castle up. Yeah, definitely gonna do that. But I'm gonna go ahead and send my rams off to this castle, and this castle will be up shortly. Alright, so his rams are dying, and then now that has exhausted his push. So he doesn't have any military left. I know that, so I go ahead and send these rams in. He's going to use villagers and send the conquistadors too far because they really want to hit against the villagers. The villagers, because they do melee damage, they do a lot better job killing rams. It's a bit counterintuitive, but it is the way it is. I might actually get this castle down, yeah. Alright, so I got the first castle down, and got this one up. And let's see if he sees it. He did see it. Meanwhile, he's losing the villagers that he had forward. I'm gonna lose that ram. But in the end, I'm in a pretty good position here, I think. So I've killed one of his castles. He's still got one, but he's not going to be able to produce as many conquistadors now. Now I'm producing conquistadors here. I see that he's got a base sitting outside of his walls, so I figure I'm going to go ahead and attack that as soon as I get a few conquistadors. Loading up some more battering rams because I need to make another push. I've got 70 villagers, he's got 78, so it's fairly close, but he's still got the lead. But here comes, I saw him building this watchtower, so he knows something's up. So I'm going to send these rams after this TC and then hopefully clean up all these villagers. So once the villagers pop out, I can shoot them with the conquistadors. They are doing a good job against the rams, but they're sacrificing their lives to do it. So, and now I might as well send the rams towards my castle. He doesn't have a TC out here anymore. All these villagers, unless he can run them, they're just going to die. Alright, so all these villagers die. I'm sending the rams after the gate, so I can make my way in. I've got more rams coming back here, more conquistadors, a couple of petards. I've even got skirmishers, which are a good counter to conquistadors. So he tried to build the gate back here, right behind this gate, but my conquistadors shot the villagers. So now the action is shifting decidedly towards the front at his base rather than mine, and he doesn't really have any army here. So even just the one ram that I sent is going to be enough to kill this castle, because he's not going to be able to defend with anything. He's too focused with what's going on, but his own base. So after all of that, now I've got 74 villagers and he's got 68. So now I actually have the villager lead. And that's because of the massacre that occurred at this town outside the walls here. Now, unfortunately, I didn't realize that now I've realized that the gate's down and I can send the conquistadors in. I didn't see the town center though, so I'm gonna slowly, these will die to the CC fire. But I am taking out more villagers in the process because you can't put them all in the town center. My rams just went to the closest target, the siege workshop. The knights are taking care of that though. Won't actually kill the siege workshop. But I did kill several villagers before I finally realized that the TC was shooting my conquistadors. But in the process, I did get, looks like 7 or 8 villagers. So he's down to 60 villagers and I'm 74, so this is a solid economic lead now. So, and in addition, these Rams took out this castle. He no longer has this castle. He no longer has this TC and this villager. Everything that he has out in the middle is going down, and there's conquistadors in his base. The skirmishers, it's a good defense for him. Skirmishers are good against conquistadors. They deal good damage from range. So, you know, there wasn't really any defending that, so I just tried killing villagers. And so I'm up to 77 villagers. He's down to 58. So a 19 villager lead is really good right now. I've got more military buildings out here. And look at my pop is only 84. That's kind of crazy. Oh, that's his pop, actually. Sorry. Mine is 117. Okay. That's better. So now these Rams can finally go forward and start killing these buildings. I don't want him to sneakily create units out of this and then manage to run in my base because I've got no defense here anymore other than this castle. He's prepping the skirmisher army now. Let's see what he's got. He's got 25 skirmishers. That's a really large number of skirmishers that could kill a big number of conquistadors. So I do need to be careful about that. Meanwhile, I'm just sort of pressing my foot on the economic gas here, up to 88 villagers. I'm building more Rams, gonna make a Ram push here. Looks like he's thinking something similar. There are no longer any villagers out here. The conquistadors are just doing this on their own, killing off the farms, while I wait to gather more units.
Monday.
So I'm kind of impressed that I was able to defend against the Spanish aggression and then sort of push back against it with the same thing. So now the conquistadors that I had up here coming over to join the others. Only got 12 of them. We got the 4 in the castle. And more coming. So now I'm starting to try to spam those as much as I can. He's going to run out of room for more economy. This is the only gold tile he has left. He does have some stone here. Now, if I knew that he had these skirmishers, a good counterplay would be any other type of cavalry. Typically, light cav, knights would work alright as well. So now I'm breaking a hole in up there. I'm gonna try to kill that gate so I have another route to go in, or at least distract him maybe. If he were to send his army this way, I could then send mine in this way. Okay, so he's gonna try to push with these Rams. I see them. And I'm not gonna let it happen. I'm moving my Rams out of the way so they don't get killed. These skirmishers are deadly, but he's only killing my conquistadors one at a time. So these pikemen are going to do a really good job against how fast they kill. Now I can send my Rams forward. The skirmishers are almost in range. They are. The castle is shooting. So I sent these Rams off to that TC, but now, since I can't get there, these villagers are aware of killing the Rams. Finally cleaned up those skirmishers. Now, I'm just going to be slaughtering all these villagers and the rest of the units he has here. And I made the hole in at the top. And he's called the GG. He realizes there's not much left to do here. This is his last gold. He not going to have any more. And he still had a lot of resources in the end, but the only thing he could produce was skirmishers from these 5 archery ranges. And he didn't even have a siege workshop anymore, so there wasn't really going to be any pushing back of what I built there. So again, that's how I managed to survive the Spanish aggression and then turn it back on my opponent. I don't think it was the same person that I played earlier who used Spanish and kicked my butt, but I'm glad they did because it certainly prepared me for it, and maybe now I'll know how to execute that offensively next time. Take a look at the statistics. 163 to 77. That's pretty good. And that's from all these battles that we had mostly at my base, and then each time he sent all of his army in, I would kill it. And then finally there at the end, he had the big skirmisher army, but it wasn't enough to overcome what I had there. I had a big eco lead. I had more of everything except gold, and gold we were pretty similar on. I did end up getting all 5 relics eventually. 92 villager high. We both got to Castle Age at 16 minutes or so. I got there a little later and with a little less stone, so he obviously has this build down better than I do, and I would do well to watch and repeat what he does.